better when I turned on my mic?
Yeah.
Okay. I was told to do that and I forgot to do it, so I'll just leave it on for the rest of the meeting. With the time being 6:30, as filling in, I'm just going to lead the meeting tonight, so I'll call the meeting to order. I'll do a roll call. Arnold?
Here, nope.
Ty-
Can you hear me now?
yes, I can hear you just fine, thank you.
Okay, good.
Tylen?
Here.
Bastian?
Here.
And Pifferone.
Here.
As of right now, Traxler is not present, but he indicated he'd be joining via Zoom, and Monday is excused from the meeting. The meeting has been noticed in accordance with state law, or state statute and local laws. It was posted last week. Or no, actually, I take that back. It was posted Monday, not Friday. With that, I'm looking for a motion to approve the agenda.
Alderman Piper will make a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion passes. Next, I am looking for somebody to make a motion to approve the minutes from the September 15th, 2021 Plan Commission meeting. That, just as a recap, that was a special meeting for the TIF 5 project plan amendment. So with that, any motion? I'll give you a moment to review it.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from 9/15 of 2021, the Plan Commission meeting.
I'll second that.
All right. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion passes. There's nobody online or present in the chambers that are here to speak on citizen comments, and I did not receive any comments today leading up to the meeting. So moving on, there's no unfinished business under item 7. So under item 8, we have new business. Under 8A, it's review and take action on parking exemption under 114, 125, 12B to allow Columbus Next LLC to provide fewer off-street parking stalls than required by code at 201 Hall Road. For those who don't know, Columbus Next is from. It's their corporate holdings for the city of Columbus. So I will, as staff, just kind of give a brief overview on what is going on here. So I put in there an aerial with a location map in your packet. The aerial shows, I think it does it's easier to understand than some of the site plan, just to see generally where they're going to be building on the site. It's about a 50,000 square foot addition that's located on the west side of their property, where the building currently exists. So with that, anytime we have such a large building expansion, as staff, I like to, obviously sit down and figure out, well, okay, you're adding 50,000 square foot of building. What does this mean for your parking and your parking requirements? When I was reviewing the site plan, which is also in your packet, there were no additional parking areas shown. When I did my analysis based on not only the proposed, yes, Paul?
I'm sorry, shame on me. I did not pick up a packet. Is there any way you can put electronic version of that on screen?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. It's been a whirlwind of waits. I apologize.
No, it's okay. I was gonna say, I also emailed it out to the group, but
Yeah, I don't have my.
That's quite all right.
On there now?
I,
you.
that's why we have the shared screen. So this was the aerial I was talking about, so you can kind of generally see the area in yellow here. Now, obviously, it's conceptual, but you're talking, kind of, as I said, on the west side of the building between the current facility and Highway 16. And then this was the site plan that I submitted in the packet. The one thing you'll see is, that's a good thing, I think, for the city, is that not only do they show this current proposed warehouse, but they also show future expansions. And they're actually, some of the work they're doing right now with the stormwater is to accommodate future growth. So they're making a substantial investment into this property, which is really good to see. But from the perspective of what we're doing tonight, as I said when I was reviewing the code, based on the amount of expansion that has been, or the size of the facilities that have been built previously, and then with this expansion, that brings them up to about 169,814 square feet within the city of Columbus. So that's just the buildings that are on parcel 112111110.004. So that's everything within the city. So by our code, they are required to have 170 stalls, because by code, any industrial use that's over 80,000 square feet has to have one space per 1,000 square feet. So you can't have, yes, Paul?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't turn my.
Oh, I'm sorry, okay. Do you, okay, good. So by code, by supposed to have 170 stalls. The one thing that's, I think, kind of unique for the manufacturing and the industrial uses, a lot of times we ask for employee counts. For whatever reason, we didn't in this case. So basically the way around, I shouldn't say the way around, but the way to get an exemption from this requirement in the code is to actually apply to the Plan Commission. Plan Commission's had a few of these in the recent years. And basically for an exemption for this. So one of the things that, and you'll see it in your packet, and I'll scroll back up so you can see the letter, is I asked for them to send me a letter with some information on it. And basically the one thing that I thought was most critical was, what are the number of stalls, not only in the city of Columbus, but your adjacent property, which is in the town of Columbus, and then how many employees do you have on a peak shift? So, at one time, you're only going to have so many employees. And they said that for basically their peak shift is 65 people. So you have basically 140 stalls for 65 people. Even if you have shifts coming and going, you're going to have plenty of stalls for the 10, 15 minutes where there might be overlap. I think you have plenty of stalls for visitors between the two facilities. And after I saw this level of detail, personally, I thought that that the exemption was warranted, because they've shown here, at least in staff's opinion, that they have plenty of on-street or off-street parking for this. And the other thing that I've just done since this has came up, I've driven out there a handful of times just to verify that you don't see anybody parking on the street, and you don't. So I guess with that, that's basically my review. I'll take any questions and then go from there. So thank you.
Looks straightforward up to me.
Yeah, no questions, Matt. It looks great. Thanks
Okay.
for the analysis.
All right, if there are no questions, then I'm looking for a motion to, take action on the parking exemption.
So, Matt, I'm sorry, do we,
Micro will make a motion to
No.
approve the parking exemption as stated in the packet.
I'll second that.
meet you.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you had a question of clarification?
Is this going to the council to?
No, that's a good question, that's a good question. This is one of the rare cases where Plan Commission has the final say. So that's why it does say take action on parking exemption. No,
Moving on.
no,
Okay.
that is a very good question. It doesn't change the.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion passes 4 to nothing. Now I'm looking for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Oliver will second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I assume nobody's opposed? I don't know if it matters. All right, 6:40. Thank you. We are adjourned.